Hi, everybody. It's Drew Chapiteau. This is our Monday evening 2 at 5, hoping that you're finding encouragement this week. I know that the Windsor-Essex area got a little bit pushed back from the rest of the province as the Premier announced the loosening of restrictions or the opening of phase 2, but we have reason to be people of hope that we're going to get back to a little bit more normalcy in the near future. You know, with all the stuff that is going on in the world, it seems like maybe we're running out of time, that we've got to start getting something straight. And I was reminded of the writing of the Apostle Paul in Romans chapter 13. And I think this really says a lot, because sometimes churches can seem so out of touch because we're so concerned with doing religion right that we forget that there's a world going on around us and there's life to be lived. And we as Christians should have a positive impact on life around us. So the Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 13, "Owe nothing to anyone except for your obligation to love one another. If you love your neighbor, you will fulfill the requirements of God's law." And so all of God's commandments, right, they're summed up in these two commandments that Jesus said: love the Lord your God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. And so Paul says, listen, love one another. That's the only thing you owe. And if you do that, you'll fulfill all of God's commands. And then he goes on and he says, "For the commandments say you must not commit adultery, you must not murder, you must not steal, you must not covet. These and other such commandments are summed up in this one commandment: love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to others, so love fulfills the requirements of God's law." And then it seems like Paul's speaking to our time right now, doesn't it? He says, "This is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out." We still have time to do the right thing. Love one another. Whatever else we might decide to do, if we love one another, we're doing the best we can. God bless everyone.